Hey guys, today we're going to be talking all about facial mists, one of my favorite types of products in the world. I will explain to you all of the different types, how you use them, what they're for, and I've got some of my favorites as examples at a good variety of price ranges. Since we all know I have a little bit of a tendency to ramble, let's go ahead and dive right in. I want to start by talking about toning mists. Toner as a whole is kind of misunderstood, so we'll sort of have to start with defining toner. There seems to be a debate over whether toner is necessary or not, and there's some validity to each argument. So first off, what toner is, it is a step that you do in your skincare routine after cleansing and before essence, serum, moisturizer. In the past, toner was pretty necessary because we didn't have the most pH to balance cleansers, so your toner was meant to be used after you cleanse to bring your skin back into balance. Our cleansers are more gentle, so it's not as big of a deal anymore. However, toner still does have a purpose, and that is to provide moisture to the skin. If your skin is moist before you follow with those other skincare products, they are going to absorb better. Plus, a lot of toners these days, I guess, are kind of taking inspiration from Eastern beauty and doing a lot of hydration in that initial step. So I do have some examples of toning mist that I've been enjoying. This is the June Jacobs Neroli Hydrating Mist. Super underrated brand in the first place. This is $38 for 6.7 ounces, comes in a plastic bottle, has a very nice citrus scent to it. Also be aware that this does contain citrus as a result. So the way that I use this mist is when I step out of the shower, I have this pretty near to my shower, and then I immediately spritz my face with this. It has been so helpful for me to figure out that this is an important step for me because my skin will feel dry so quickly since I do obviously have more dry skin. So this has been really wonderful for me. It kind of helps me prevent that uncomfortable feeling after cleansing. And since this one is in a plastic bottle, it is perfect for just keeping in the bathroom. Absolutely love this one. Again, really great product, underrated brand. I do have a drugstore option though. This is the Formula 10.0.6 Be Berry Balanced Nourishing Spray Toner with Grape and Vitamin B3. This is a very nice drugstore toner. It's only $6.99 for 5.1 ounces. I'd say the only difference between this and the June Jacobs is this one does smell a little more artificial to me, but it does get the job done. Another thing about these toning mists is that they are definitely more mist to them because you're not ideally worrying as much about this affecting your makeup since this is a skincare step versus a makeup step. Now, all this said, can you use the other products I'm about to talk about in place of these? Do you need a separate toning mist? Not necessarily. So let's talk about these next. These are what I'm going to call setting mists. Now that's a very debated word for how to describe these, but the point is these, as well as Max Fix Plus, as well as most of these hydrating mists that you see on the market. The point of all of these is to set your makeup but not to dry it out. So what you have to understand is that all of these contain ingredients like oils or like glycerin. Those are humectants that are going to put more moisture into your skin. So why would you want to do that after your makeup? Well, because it's going to make that powdery finish after you've finished all of your foundation, your powder. It's going to take the edge off of that extra powdery look. You know what I mean if you've ever done it. If you ever look cakey after doing your makeup, all you need to do is grab one of these types of mists, spray it all over your face, and everything just kind of blends together. You've added that moisture on top of that powder, and it, I guess you could say, almost diffuses the effect of the powder without disturbing the makeup, ideally if you have a fine enough mist. As somebody who does have dry skin, I have to say, you guys probably already know, I absolutely love the Amaravixa Queen of Hungary mist. This one is absolutely beautiful. It smells like neroli, oranges. It's just really enjoyable to use, and because the mist is so fine on this, you're never gonna mess up the way your makeup looks. This, by the way, is how much I love it. I couldn't help it. I had to buy another one. Amazing. You don't necessarily need to buy this, but It's nice, and it's cheaper per ounce than the Tatcha Mist. I'm also a big fan of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Waters. This one is the So Chill Coconut. Like I've said in a couple other videos, I don't think I'm going to buy the scented ones next time, but I do love this product. This is $32 for 3.9 ounces, and it contains not only caffeine, which will help to perk your skin up, but also diamond powder. So this is another really nice option for that setting mist. For a couple more affordable options, this is the Pixi Glow Mist. I actually didn't know that I was gonna like this more than, where's my other one? Hold on. The Hydrating Milky Mist. This one is okay, but this is the one that I ended up repurchasing. This is fantastic if you have dry skin. As you can probably see, it does contain a layer of oil in it. Now that is olive oil, so I certainly would not recommend this for anybody who is prone to breaking out, but if you have really, really dry skin, this might work wonders for you. Again, not for anybody who's even normal leaning oily. But even then, I do have a cheaper option there, and that's gonna be the Hydrating Coconut Mist from e.l.f. This is only $6 for 2.7 ounces. It contains your hyaluronic acid. This is not the finest mist out there, but it still does the job quite well, and a lot of people have pointed this out. If you're having issues with the mist being not fine enough, you have two options. One is to transfer it into another spray bottle, and the other is to hold it farther back, because by the time it hits your face, it will have dispersed into the air more. So basically, you've got options whether you want to buy a $6 or a $90 option here. And I almost forgot to mention, this is the same type of product that you would use to wet your brush if you're trying to intensify your eyeshadow. Again, the idea being that you're adding more moisture onto your brush. More moisture is going to intensify the color, so I would not use one of the more expensive options for that purpose. I would certainly go the cheaper route. And no, I don't think you need MAC Fix Plus. You can just buy the $6 e.l.f. one. That leaves us with one more category, and that is finishing sprays or fixing sprays. The difference between these and your setting mists is that those were humectant rich. They were adding moisture back in. The point of your finishing spray is that you are actually sealing in all your makeup and taking moisture back out so that your makeup stays on longer. Now, in order to accomplish that, you're going to use something like alcohol or a kaolin clay. I think the most well-recognized fixing mist out there is probably Urban Decay's All Nighter, which is a good option. I, however, think that that is more for oily skin, and in fact, if you have really oily skin, you may want to consider one from Cover FX that I do not have anymore, but I will put a picture up. That one is the Cover FX fixing spray that I had in mind. It does use kaolin clay in place of alcohol. Again, that is your two drying options. Clay is going to be, I guess, less irritating overall on the skin, but I think possibly even better for oily skin. So as a more dry skin type, my personal favorite is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Oh, this one is so fabulous. This one is $49 for 3.4 ounces, and really a giant appeal of this is its scent, as well as this one also has that very fine mist to it. While this one does contain alcohol, so it will fix your makeup, it also is very hydrating. It has your humectants, it has rosemary and peppermint oil, mixed feelings on essential oils, but this one is beautiful to me. I love it. Bitter orange as well. It's definitely falling into that range of probably not for sensitive skin types, but if you have more dry skin and it's not sensitive, you too might love this. I feel like this is one of those scents that's hard not to love, you know what I mean? And for a more affordable option, I've already raved about this one. This is the Revolution Hyaluronic Fix. This is $9 for 3.38 ounces, and what's so great about this is that in that last step where you're drying out your skin, if you have dry skin and you have any fine lines, you know that that's where you're gonna start to see them. So using hyaluronic acid can be really game-changing. You just also want to make sure that you're either in a humid environment, or you've already moisturized, or you're carrying an additional mist with you. This is really, really nice. Again, this one uses alcohol, but in terms of is it really drying, to me it's not as drying as All Nighter or most of the other fixing sprays out there. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.